All right, good afternoon, everybody. So I'm Commissioner Pat Wilson. I'm Commissioner of the Georgia Department of Economic Development, and it really is an honor to be here today to celebrate a historic day for this state. Already this year, we have seen incredible investments across the state and across a diverse array of industries. And while there are many factors that go into these successes, the one thing that is critical, that truly is a critical difference for the state of Georgia, is the partnership approach that we take to economic development. For decades, our leaders have made wise investments in infrastructure, connectivity, workforce, and education. And these investments have been further enhanced by the public-private partnerships that foster innovation, making Georgia a global competitor for the investments of tomorrow. So earlier this week, many of us attended the Economic Outlook luncheon, and the economists there really painted an amazing picture of what Georgia's going to look like in 2022. So today, I get to add a little more color to that picture. We got some good news that's going to be transformative, not only for 2022, but for generations to come. So now to kick this off, allow me to introduce Helen Russell. So Helen is the Chief People Officer at Rivian. And before Helen comes up, I want to take 1 minute to say a few things about the company itself. Rivian's a unique company. And CEO RJ Scaringe's vision for a sustainable future is one that we also share as a state. The company's emphasis on the environment and sustainability is carried throughout their work. I truly believe that this project will set a new standard as they look to preserve and protect the beauty and uniqueness of their new home. So Helen, thank you and the team for coming today. Thank you for believing in Georgia. And without further ado, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you so much. So as it was pointed out, my role is Chief People Officer. And as Chief People Officer, I have 3 main goals. First of all, to attract the best possible talent that I can to Rivian. Secondly, to inspire and engage all of that talent once within Rivian. And thirdly, to create a culture and environment where people can thrive and do their best work. So we couldn't be more excited to be here today in Georgia to announce Rivian's decision to come here, because that allows me and my team and Rivian to capitalize on the depth and breadth of talent that resides here in Georgia. Rivian exists to combat climate change. And under our mission of keep the world adventurous forever, we see the planet as a key stakeholder. Whilst we have this bigger vision for all of us to leave the world in a better place than any of us found it, we do that through our products. The R1T, conveniently placed here, the R1S, and also through our commercial business and the electric van and our first project with Amazon, working on that last mile. The number one product, however, is truly our culture. And any employee lucky enough to come and work at Rivian will feel viscerally the maniacal focus that we have on creating the best possible environment. Highly collaborative, true sense of belonging. So whatever role you're coming into at Rivian, whatever level, you won't feel hierarchy. Everybody is equally important, and we want to drive that true sense of belonging, irrespective of role. We intend to bring 7,500 jobs to Georgia across a plethora of skills and capabilities, and to really capitalize on the education systems, the resources, and the talent that resides here. We also want every employee to have a real owner mindset, and we do that through giving equity for all. So as a public company, every employee at Rivian owns a piece of the business. Similarly, we have highly competitive compensation and benefits packages, and we're really looking forward to bringing those packages to Georgians. We also put our website up this afternoon. I think it was launched 30 minutes before we kicked off today, where you'll see some of the available jobs as we start to already prepare for the path to production. We have a built-from-scratch mentality, and whether that's creating the best employee experience, the best manufacturing experience through our product design, our customer experience, or ultimately our sustainable manufacturing, that's where we see the connection with Georgia to be so strong. The sustainable resources that Georgia has at its disposal, we feel will allow us to have an incredible partnership with the state. And we look forward to that incredible partnership over many years, where Georgian families and individuals that are part of Rivian will truly thrive. Thank you so much.
Helen, thank you for sharing that good news. I am absolutely thrilled with the partnership that we're going to have together, not only to find great jobs for Georgians, but to do it in a way that makes our environment cleaner and better for the future. So now it's my pleasure that I get to introduce really the most, our strongest advocate for this project, and that would be Miss Marty Kemp. Governor, I think she's been looking for one of these for a while, so get ready. I do want to pause and recognize our First Lady, though, because we are incredibly lucky as a state to have a marketing team in the governor's mansion. And so that marketing team includes the First Lady and, of course, the girls, Amy Porter and Lucy, are here today. But the citizens of this state benefit from these ladies being tireless advocates for the state of Georgia, and I really want to thank you for what you do, Ms. Kemp. Girls, thank you. So, Governor Kemp, thank you for your support and really focus on creating the jobs of the future. Your early recognition of the need to bring the entire EV supply chain to Georgia has allowed us to focus all of our efforts on these projects, and the results are showing already, obviously. Your leadership over the last 2 years and commitment to protecting the lives and livelihoods of Georgians has helped us realize new opportunities in practically every corner of the state. Thank you, Governor, for being an amazing advocate for growing jobs in Georgia. And without further ado, Governor Kemp.
Well, thank you all very much. Thank you, Pat, for that. Marty and Lucy and Amy Porter and I are just honored to be here. It's a great day to be a Georgian, and Marty always tells Pat that she's the closer on all these deals. But it's even a better day to be announcing the largest single economic development project ever in our state's history. And I'm honored that you all are here with us. I'm also honored to be with so many great local leaders that helped us with this project, our state leadership team, which is incredible, and the best economic development team in the country. But I also want to thank Rivian. What a great team. I just want to thank Helen, Jimmy Knopf, James Chin, who I got to meet during the process. It's great folks, laser focused on what the company's all about, but also making sure that they get the right fit for their company. And of course, I want to say a special thank you to Rivian CEO, RJ, really for his vision and his leadership. We had a really great visit when he came to Georgia, and I've read a lot about this company. But getting to see it firsthand, as you all will see today, is something else. So I just want to welcome you guys to Georgia. Also, the team at Rivian were great to work with through this process. And it's like we were discussing earlier before we walked out, we know that today is just the start of a generational partnership that will benefit not only this great company, but also our great state. I would be remiss if I didn't thank Lieutenant Governor Duncan, Speaker Ralston, all the members of the General Assembly that are here for their strong support. Days like this would not be possible without this whole team that we have and the support of the members of the General Assembly, not only for what our office is doing, but also what other executive branch offices are doing, especially the Department of Economic Development. We also have great partners in our constitutional officers who are in attendance today. They're a big part of our business-friendly team here in Georgia. Our Attorney General, Chris Carr, our Agriculture Commissioner, Gary Black, Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger, our Education Superintendent, Richard Woods, and also today representing the Public Service Commission is Tim Eccles, who happens to represent this district that Rivian will call home on behalf of his colleagues. Tim, we appreciate you being here, and we appreciate you all's leadership in many things that make us a great business environment. But it is truly an honor to work alongside all of you all to help Georgia maintain the status as the best state to live, work, and raise a country. To the members of the local community delegation who are with us, your partnership is something that we deeply value and we really believe helped pave the way for this project. And I want to thank all the locals for being here. I also want to thank members of the federal delegation that are in attendance, and we appreciate your representation on behalf of us here and in Washington, D.C. But if we could just take a minute, I wish the Speaker, the Lieutenant Governor, the members of the General Assembly, our constitutional officers, all of our local elected officials, and other leaders from back home, would you all please stand and just let us recognize and thank you for your service and support for this great project. For years, including my 3 years as governor, our state leaders have worked closely together to create a pro-business climate really like any other. Before I took office, the General Assembly and Governor Perdue and Deal laid a tremendous foundation that we continue to build off of, investing in education, workforce development, and logistics, and attracting great projects like Kia during Governor Perdue's administration, SK Innovation, which unfolded under Governor Deal's last term, and today is certainly accumulation of all that work. I especially want to thank our state lead, Commissioner Pat Wilson, and the local economic development officials who put in countless hours along with the Rivian team to make today's announcement happen. Georgia's record of success in economic development could not be possible without committed working relationships between local governments, development authorities, along with the state. Would you all please stand and let us recognize and thank you for your service. This pivotal announcement represents a lot for our state. $5 billion of economic investment, 7,500 jobs for hard-working Georgians. It means new electric vehicles will be made right here in the Peach State. In fact, once manufacturing operations are fully ramped up, the Georgia facility will be capable of producing over 400,000 vehicles per year. Today is also about Georgia's emerging leadership role in a booming, innovative industry that will benefit our state and our citizens for generations to come. From the Port of Savannah to our logistics infrastructure, our world-class higher education institutions, and the best workforce development programs in the country, we have all been preparing for a company and a project like Rivian for a very long time. Each of these key investments, policy decisions, and forward-thinking initiatives over the last 20 years laid the foundation for Georgia to be named the top state for business, the economic engine of the Southeast, and now a world leader in electric vehicles and electric mobility. The fact is, we did not get here by accident. We knew Georgia could land a project like Rivian. We just had to find the right fit. And that's why my administration formed the Rural Strike Team to work with the Department of Economic Development to identify, prepare, and market industrial megasites that could handle projects of this size. We also knew the electric automotive and supply chain ecosystem was only going to grow over the next few decades, and that Georgia had the fundamentals not only to compete for these projects, but to win them. So this past summer, the Department of Economic Development and our office launched the Electric Mobility and Innovation Alliance, a statewide initiative between government, nonprofits, and industry stakeholders to equip our state with the tools necessary to attract jobs and investment from this growing industry. I want to thank the committee chairs of the Alliance, Janine Miller, the Georgia Department of Transportation, Stuart Countess of Kia, Randall Hatcher of MAU Workforce Solutions, Cynthia Curry of the Metro Atlanta Chamber, and Representative Bruce Williamson, who's here today as well. Between Rivian, SK, and many other suppliers and private sector partners in the EV space, there's no question that Georgia is leading the way, thanks to all of your work. It's hard to believe that almost 2 years ago, our entire world was turned upside down by a global pandemic. There were certainly dark days and difficult decisions that many of us had to make. But our businesses, community groups, healthcare systems, law enforcement heroes, and education leaders lent a hand to each other in tough times. Families pulled together. Friends went the extra mile. And Georgians emerged resilient. By protecting both the lives and livelihoods of our citizens, our state has bounced back faster and stronger. We continue to bring job creation and investment in record forms to our state. In fact, this morning, we again announced the lowest unemployment rate ever recorded in our state and the highest number of Georgians ever employed in our state. And as of today, Georgia's success story has a new chapter, the single largest economic development project in state history. I want to again thank the members of the General Assembly for their support and what we will continue to do in the future, as well as our local partners. And I know that I speak for everyone here when I say that we are so proud to welcome Rivian to the great state of Georgia. We know they will be a fantastic corporate citizen, working alongside state and local leaders, but also alongside hard-working Georgians and the local community around the facility to ensure that this project will be successful and make a lasting positive impact for decades to come. As Commissioner Wilson and I have both told the company, today is not the end of our support. It is only the beginning. We hope to see you grow and continue to invest in our state, and we're glad to have you with us. I will also say that we are not going to rest on our laurels. We're going to continue working hard every day to bring more projects to our state, to continue supporting job creators in every community, no matter their zip code, no matter how big they are, big or small. Because in Georgia, we understand the value of a good paying job and that it goes beyond your paycheck. It brings security and prosperity to the family trying to make ends meet. It brings opportunity to that young person that just graduated from one of our great universities or technical colleges. It brings hope to a single mom or a working grandparent. The careers that Georgia companies, now including Rivian, bring to our communities change lives for the better. And that is why we are so honored to be here, because I believe this announcement is a pivotal moment for our state, one that will give countless hardworking Georgians the opportunity to succeed and achieve the American dream. So again, thank you all for being with us today. I hope you'll give me a warm welcome to Jerry Silvio, Chairman of the Joint Development Authority of Stanton Springs. Jerry.
Welcome, everyone. Wow. First, I get to follow the governor. Who wants to do that? Participate in the project of the century. I mean, is it get any better than this? Sure makes us proud. Miss Russell and your team, thank you. Thank you for making the right decision and making all this happen. You've made a a lot of people happy and proud and, just giddy over this whole project. We welcome you to Georgia, to Southern hospitality, and pledge our support and friendship not only at the beginning of this project, but over the long run. So on behalf of the Joint Development Authority of Stanton Springs, thank you, Governor Kemp, for another opportunity to work with you and land a sizable project in bringing Rivian to East Atlanta. Thank you, Governor. Thank you to the state of Georgia representatives and senators and legislators, and Commissioner Pat Wilson for keeping Georgia focused and competitive in the world of economic development. We are grateful to have earned the title of the #1 state for business once again. This project is a testament to the continued success of Georgia and reinforces that title. But as a former boss of mine once said, "What have you done for me lately?" Rivian will be the JDA's third major business within Stanton Springs, and we know it's the right location for this new facility. Your commitment to the community and the environment is in alignment with our goals of the JDA. Our utility partners prioritize environmental friendliness to ensure we are all a continued leader in the South for preservation and conservation practices. We recognize and appreciate the value of our resources, and we know you do also. We will continue to be a strong voice now and in unison with Rivian for the next generations. And I don't live far from there, so I'll give you my personal number. I'd like to recognize and thank the JDA's board and the members from each of the 4 counties that joined us in this announcement, but I'm not going to be able or have enough time to list them all. Some of the board members have been on the board since its conception more than 20 years ago. The visionaries of Jasper, Morgan, Newton, and Walton counties joined forces years ago to create Stanton Springs, initially a 1,500-acre high-technology and business park focused on creating thousands of jobs for our regional hub. I think with this announcement, we may be getting close. We're excited to state that the Stanton Springs North site will include almost 2,000 additional acres slated for the new campus. The JDA is extremely proud of our team of economic development directors and legal representation. Our economic development arm, Shane Short and Sarah Hall, our dynamic duo, have developed systems and processes that exceed other organizations 5 times their size. I think they came from scouting because their motto is "Be prepared." Andrea Gray, the JDA's attorney for the last 8 years, is a dedicated professional who deserves many thanks. This R1T technological achievement was Motor Trend's Truck of the Year for 2022, and as you know, the first electric truck to achieve this award. With unprecedented accolades such as this, and we know many more to come, Stanton Springs and the great state of Georgia are the perfect place to let the adventure begin. So, Team Rivian, I just happen to be in the market for an electric car or vehicle, most likely a truck. So, I have a deposit. Did you happen to bring an extra form? Thank you so much, and welcome to Georgia.
All right, I get to close this out. Thank you, Helen. Really appreciate it. Governor, thank you. Jerry, thank you for your words. Since I'm batting cleanup, I get the honor to go through the list of people who have helped on this project. And y'all, this is, we talk about this project being, economic development being a partnership, and a project like this takes a village. It really was a partnership. So let me start by saying thanks to our local partners. Jerry, we appreciate you, but the counties and communities that had the foresight to create this opportunity, Walton, Newton, Jasper, Morgan, the counties that years ago invested in utilities, invested in property. It is not easy to be a politician and to move down that path, and I want to say thanks to the communities that really laid the groundwork for this. Shane and Sarah, our on the ground boots, thank you for everything that y'all have done, your tireless efforts. Ralph Forbes, the best engineer in the state. Appreciate you, Ralph. And I want to say thanks to our sister agencies. We're marketers, but there are people who have to really get some things done. And I want to start with Greg Dozier, Commissioner of TCSG. Greg and Jackie Rohoski at Quick Start, they are our secret sauce for workforce development. And honestly, in a climate like today where unemployment is at record lows, they are what's going to make this project successful in the future. Commissioner McMurray and Janine Miller at GDOT, there is not a more solutions-oriented Department of Transportation in the country. And I want to say thank you for what you guys continue to do. Katie Kirkpatrick and Greg Simon at the Metro Chamber, thank you all for helping us tell our story, because that really is key in what we do. Jeff Davidman and Delta Airlines. Y'all, like I said, it takes a partnership, and there have been several times where Jeff made sure that the site team did not miss a flight getting out of here, and that goes a long way. The Georgia General Assembly, Speaker Ralston, I can't say thank you enough. Lieutenant Governor Duncan, y'all have been fantastic partners. We can't do what we do without the business climate and the resources that you've given to the state of Georgia to make us a great place to live, work, and raise a family. Our utility partners, Georgia Power, Electric Cities of Georgia, Georgia EMCs, thank you for helping us market the state. And lastly, I want to thank my colleagues at the Georgia Department of Economic Development. It is an honor and a pleasure to work with you guys every single day. I'm immensely proud of the work that we do, and whether it's tourism, whether it's film, whether it's arts, whether it's trade, whether it's global commerce, thank you for the commitment that you make every day to bring hope and opportunity to communities all around this state. Can I get some applause for that team? Today's announcement with Rivian, as the governor said, is really just the beginning. Today is a welcome, but the partnership starts now. So Team Rivian, welcome to Georgia. We're glad to have you. So thank you all for celebrating with us today. This is a historic day, and I'm really proud to have this crowd with us. We're going to have company engineers that are going to come and give some demonstrations of the vehicles. Hopefully everybody can take a look. It is an amazing piece of machinery. And before all of that happens, I think if we can get the Rivian team and Jerry to come back up, we'll do some pictures with the cars. And then that's it. Merry Christmas. Let's go buy some Rivians. Thank y'all.